point in our lives, whether it's right off the bat or a little bit later, we all find our niche, that place where we fit just right and couldn't be happier. For some of you, it may have been when you got your first real job, or maybe when you became a parent. But in the words of Alan Alda, you have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. What you discover will be wonderful. What you discover is yourself. These eloquent words describe perfectly how I found my niche a little over 2 years ago. When I found the Harry S. Truman speech and debate team, I knew that I'd found my place in the world of high school. I don't remember why exactly I decided to walk into that first meeting, but I can't imagine what my life would be like if I hadn't. Without this extracurricular, I never would have broken down the walls that led to changing my personality, explored many interests outside my comfort zone, or learned many of the valuable life lessons that I possess today. I would like to start by telling you about how joining the team helped to change my personality. Joining this team gave me the push I needed to break out of my shell. I was always a very shy girl. Whenever my family would go out to eat at a diner or McDonald's, I would always hide behind my mom and whisper what I wanted to her, but never dare speak to the server or the cashier. However, after getting up that initial burst of courage to go and talk to the coaches and find out what the team was really about, I felt like I could stand on my own 2 feet, and it helped me to open up as an individual, which led to me developing friendships with people that I probably never would have approached before. And these weren't just people from Truman. The beauty of a speech and debate competition is that at every tournament, there's individuals from every team in the league. The league spans across the county and state, which gave me a great opportunity to meet people from all over. By becoming more outgoing and forming new friendships, I felt more comfortable in my own skin, and I discovered abilities that I never knew I had. Have you ever cleaned out your attic and found things that reminded you of someone you forgot you were? Or opened a new book to find a world outside your own? Well, imagine that feeling, because that's how I felt when I joined the speech and debate team. I was always smart, but I never felt that I had anything else. I wasn't good at sports, I didn't have any other extracurricular activities, and I was never really interested in any of the events that the community had to offer. However, after I went to my first couple of tournaments, I realized that I had other talents. I just hadn't had the opportunities to discover them yet. The first of these things that I found about myself was that I love to act. In my main event, oral interpretation of literature, I pick a piece of poetry or prose, and I pretty much just act it out to my audience. In doing this, I enjoy making up different voices for characters, focal points for characters, and different stances. It allows me to show the audience a story through my eyes, and I get to show them what's in my head. Which brings me to my second point. I love to move my audience. Whether it be to laughter or to tears, I love to see the reactions on my audience's faces as I perform a piece. Last year, I did a very inspiring piece of poetry about dreams, and to see the reactions on the competitors' and judges' faces as I progressed through my piece was absolutely awe-inspiring. It made me feel as though I was making a difference in someone else's life while doing something that I loved. But the skills that I've acquired thus far in speech and debate span far beyond the realm of competition, and in fact, are applicable to my everyday life. The first of these skills, time management, has helped me in many ways. In speech, I compete in multiple events, so it's important that I balance my time so that I can practice one, but not spend too much time on one as to where I'm ignoring another. This has also helped me in school. I'm able to juggle assignments from different classes and teachers without getting confused or overwhelmed. And it's helped me to learn how to manipulate the very few hours I get in a day so that I know to have time to relax and have fun. The next skill, persistence, was probably one of the hardest for me to learn. We all love to win, and perhaps that was one of the most enjoyable things for me about speech. However, I had to learn very quickly that I couldn't win every time. If I had a piece that didn't work out at first, I couldn't just throw it out and start over. I had to keep going and practicing. I had to have persistence. And this also helped me last year when I took an AP Bio class. There were times when I felt like the class was just too much and I wanted to give up, throw in the towel. But instead, I tapped into that persistence and was able to keep going, even when the going got rough. But time management and persistence would be nothing if I didn't have the confidence to hold them together. Getting up in front of a room of people to speak, to act, to perform, to play music, to do just about anything is, as you all know, nerve-wracking, and it takes a huge deal of confidence. But it was amazing that how as I kept speaking and going to these tournaments, it got easier and easier for me to get up and present my pieces. This confidence helped me to open up as an individual and believe that I could do anything that I set my mind to. In conclusion, I would like to share with you a quote from manifestyourpotential.com. Sometimes we live our lives like puzzle pieces turned upside down. And then along comes life and starts flipping them over, showing us and the world who we are. In my case, life was speech and debate, because joining this team has helped me to overcome my shyness, explore my many interests, and learn valuable life skills that will be beneficial to me throughout the rest of my life, all while giving me the push I needed to show the world who I really am.